The story everyone is talking about in the US today, and we have the latest updates right here. Welcome to USA News. If you don't want to miss what happens next, subscribe now. Here is what we know so far. Hunter Biden breaks his silence, and the internet can't stop watching. For years, Hunter Biden was one of the most talked about figures in American politics. But despite the headlines, investigations, court appearances, and nonstop political attacks, one thing remained missing: his own voice. Now, that's changed. In a surprising twist, Hunter Biden has stepped into the spotlight on his own terms, and millions of Americans are paying attention. Back on June 3, 2024, Hunter Biden sat inside a federal courtroom facing gun charges. In the front row sat former First Lady Jill Biden, quietly showing support for her stepson on what happened to be her birthday. It was a difficult moment for the Biden family, one that played out under intense public scrutiny. Fast forward 2 years, and both Hunter Biden and Jill Biden are telling their stories in ways they never did before. Hunter joined X, formerly Twitter, on May 19 with a message that instantly went viral. "I'm Hunter Biden. You've never actually heard from me." Since then, he has attracted hundreds of thousands of followers, turning his account into one of the most discussed political profiles online. Many expected Hunter's posts to focus solely on politics. And yes, he's taken aim at President Donald Trump, conservative media figures, and longtime critics. But what has truly captured public attention is something far more personal: his battle with addiction. In one emotional post, Hunter reflected on nearly 7 years of sobriety. Not a victory lap, just a fact. To anyone in the fight right now, it gets quieter. Not easier, quieter. The response was overwhelming. People from across the political spectrum flooded the comments with messages of support. Some shared their own recovery journeys. Others opened up about losing loved ones to addiction. For many, it was one of the first times they saw Hunter Biden not as a political figure, but as a human being fighting a deeply personal battle. Meanwhile, Jill Biden's newly released memoir has also sparked conversation nationwide. In the book, she reveals the emotional pain of watching her son struggle with addiction and admits she regrets not speaking publicly about the issue while serving as First Lady. During a recent interview, Jill became emotional recalling the moment she had to read the words, "My son was a drug addict," while recording the audiobook. "It hurts," she said. Those words resonated with countless American families facing similar struggles behind closed doors. But not everyone is convinced by the Biden family's version of events. CNN host Jake Tapper publicly challenged claims made in Jill Biden's memoir, reigniting debates about transparency during Joe Biden's presidency. Hunter quickly fired back on social media, defending his family and accusing critics of ignoring controversies involving the Trump family. The online exchanges have generated millions of views, turning Hunter into an unlikely political commentator. And then came perhaps the biggest surprise. When asked jokingly about a possible 2028 presidential run, Hunter Biden didn't exactly shut the idea down. Appearing alongside California Governor Gavin Newsom, he laughed off the suggestion but kept the conversation alive with humor and a few eyebrow-raising comments. Later, he posted a cryptic message online: "No Democrat has won the White House this century without a Biden on the ticket." Was it a joke, a prediction, or something more? No one knows for sure. What is clear, however, is that Hunter Biden is no longer letting others tell his story for him. After years of courtroom battles, addiction struggles, political controversy, and personal hardship, he's speaking directly to the public, and whether people support him or criticize him, they're listening. As America moves closer to another presidential election cycle, one question remains: is Hunter Biden simply reclaiming his narrative? Or is he preparing for a much larger role in America's political future? Only time will tell.